This spoken word is titled An Invitation to Make a Decision: The Cognitive Dissonance of a White Christian with a Racist White Fundamentalist Christian Family. And it is based on the Bible passage Matthew 10:34 through 39, which says, "Do not think I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and her daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And one's foes will be members of one's own household. Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and whoever loves a son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever does not take up the cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Those who find their life will lose it, and those who lose their life for my sake will find it." There are many roads a human can take. Some are easy and some are fake. There are many paths a man can choose. Will he lose and save, or save and lose? When I look around, I see a hidden catastrophe. Yes, you can see the wars, the bombs, and the misogyny. Yes, you can see the terrorism, the racism, and the agony. It's easy to see the violence, the hatred, and the rape. The fleeing refugees from a war they can't escape. The scared children of undocumented immigrants, staring at the TV screen filled with political indifference, wondering what will happen when they come for us, praying to Jesus, "Jesus, Jesus, will you come for us?" It's easy to see the anger of the black community as they march the streets demanding equality. It's easy to see the blood from the wounds of black mommies and daddies shot by police brutes. You can see the tears of the black children who this Thanksgiving didn't get to enjoy daddy's cooking, who didn't get to laugh when dad burnt the turkey, who instead get to share their problems to a court jury. It's easy to see the rubber bullets hurt, Native American bodies protecting Mother Earth, all the hypothermia spreading rampantly because of cold, violent water sprayed at the protesters who protested peacefully. One lady might get her arm cut off this winter, this holiday season, because she laid down her body for our rivers and mountains. It's easy to see the e-hubs being ripped off, the heads of Muslim women who were just going to shop. You can see the fear rising in the mosques, who receive threats that Trump will cut their heads off, saying Trump will treat you like Hitler treated the Jews. It's easy to see the massive fear infused. It's easy to see the crying child refugee in the back of a rescue van, blood dripping down to his feet. It's easy to see the Christian politicians claiming rescuing these refugees isn't our Savior's mission. Welcoming them into our land would be a dangerous thing. It's about America first. Let freedom ring. It's easy to see the massive prison incarceration, filled with 25% of the world's prison population. Mommies and daddies thrown in cages like animals, working for 25 cents an hour. Call it labor cannibal. It's easy to see the high numbers, while some see those high numbers as a paycheck. Cheap labor, profit from building more prisons, it's all just an asset. It's easy to see friends from the environmental school working day and night convincing people that our environment is screwed. And if we don't make changes now, there won't be a future where we can continue to ignore the blood, sweat, and tears of our neighbor. It's easy to see the Christian politicians who continue to deny our environmental condition. And it's easy to hear about the many women who will be raped before they leave Duke University or NC State. And it's easy to see our president-elect who, instead of denouncing misogyny, enables its effect. It's easy to see the announcement of the KKK that held the rally here a few weeks back, a Trump rally, victory parade. And it's easy to see the sad statistical fact that 81% of evangelical fundamentalist Christians permitted this KKK celebration act, when they voted for the same man who the KKK got his back, who ignores misogyny, racism, the environment, refugees, tax cuts for the rich, hatred for Muslims, and all the black bodies, who forgets that Jesus has a preferential political stance toward minorities. So yes, it's easy to see the violence and the hate that dwells in the bodies inside our church gates. But you know what's not easy to see? There is a hidden, massive, unspoken catastrophe lurking around in our church's pews and seats, ignored because the cost would be too deep. It's not easy to see the existence of cries of anger coming from the white churches who claim to worship a brown-skinned Jewish Savior. No, it's not easy to see the families that should be split, because people took seriously Matthew 10:34 through 36. I'll read it again. It says, "Do not think I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And one's foes will be members of one's own household." Yes, it's easy to see angry black folks on the streets. And white Christians ask, why do they march to such an angry beat? Then oppressed Christians ask, why aren't white Christians mad that those who Jesus says are him are being treated so bad? No, it's not easy to see the anger in the privileged Christian's face as their victorious billionaire racist candidate takes his place. It's not easy to see white Christians filled with rage as white privileged power continues to take the stage. It's not easy to see the righteous anger filling the faces of those who love their orange-haired Savior. No, it's easy to see why they want to make America great again. They are afraid to lose their white Christian benefits. And it's easy to see the white Christian heaven ignoring hell all around. In Matthew 10:37, I'll read it again. "Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever does not take up the cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Those who find their life will lose it, and those who lose their life for my sake will find it." There are many roads a human can take. Some are easy and some are fake. There are many paths a man can choose. Will he lose and save, or save and lose?